up, spend $1,000 at the bar, buying drinks for my niggas.
Alright, what's good, y'all? Really wanted to open up on this video. Like, this video, it's gonna be hard for me to really open up, but I knew I needed to do this because it's part of my story. It's a part of, you know, what I'm going through, my journey, and when I look back at this, I'm gonna be proud that I recorded this video. But right now, I made a video that I invested into a mentor, right? I invested in 2 mentors, and I put my back against the wall. I jumped headfirst into the fire, right? I have no money. I spent all my money on my 2 mentors, and I spent the rest of the money that I had for rent of this month. Today is, take my blinker off, August 8th. I paid my August rent 8 days ago, or 7 days ago, on the 2nd or the 1st, right? And my rent is not cheap. It's a couple $1,000s. I spent the rest of my money, all the money I have, on rent. So I still have bills coming in. I still got my car payment. I still got to make payments on my credit card that I paid for my mentorship. So there is no plan B. I have to make this work. I have to find a way to pay my bills, on top of get more money to live, to pay for groceries, to pay for gas, to pay for a haircut. Man, I'm not gonna lie. This year has been the hardest year for me because I've been putting myself in uncomfortable situations. I did this on purpose. I put myself in this situation because I knew what it would take for me to grow. I knew what it would take for me to really put my back against the wall and be like, you gotta find a way, figure out a way. Because I know in those particular situations, those particular tests, it's either do or die. And I know what the better version of Brandon would do. I know, looking back at my life, if I didn't take any risk when I was in my 20s, I'd regret that. And I know it's, at the end of the day, it is a risk, but it's not, because I know my hustle, my determination, my willpower, I'll find a way. And not only that, I'm paying money in exchange for information, for a blueprint, and for discipline and accountabilities that someone who's already doing what I want to do, just on a higher scale, is going to teach me. So, am I really risking something? Not really. And I looked at it as far as like, money comes and goes, but what doesn't come and go is success. And if I can minimize the amount of mistakes I'm going to make and the time frame of how successful I can be in a short period of time, why not maximize that in exchange for my money? So again, I put myself in this situation. I went all in my young 20s because I knew this is the best time to take risks. Worst comes to shove, I can still find a way. I'm still young enough to get on my feet again. Even if it fails and I lose everything, I'm still 25, 26 at the end of the day, and I can get back on my feet and act like nothing happened. So I was willing to take these risks. But when I first paid off my this month's rent, like the first or second day, I was stressing. There was tears in my eyes. There was confusion. There was doubt. There was negativity in my mind because I didn't know what was I going to do. I allowed myself to feel those emotions, so I know what it feels like when your back is against the wall. So I know there's no if, and, or but. You have to find a way. I allowed myself to feel those emotions, and now I got to work. I'm posting every second. I'm studying content. I'm believing in myself. I'm waking up at the same time at 4:35 in the morning. I'm journaling. I'm not missing a day. I'm surrounding myself with people who are doing better than me, who are uplifting me, who are bringing my standards up a notch. And I already have high-ass standards for myself. But that's what it's all about. I know this is going to help me. I know I'm going to eventually get the money to help me pay off and pay all my dues and all my bills before the month ends. I know it. And that's why I'm making this video, because I need to see what it was like when I went through the hard times, what it was like when my back was against the fucking wall. I want you guys to realize you will never grow, you will never become that beast if you're always comfortable, if you're always satisfied. You have to put yourself outside your comfort zone. You have to be willing to take the risk. Can't emphasize that point enough. I wish there was another way to become successful. I wish in a snap of fingers you could just become successful. But then, what would be the point of being successful? There would be no value because it would be so easy. I know most people my age would not put themselves in this situation. A very small percentage would. But I just know if I believe in myself, if I stick to my program that I'm doing, there's no reason why I can't win. There's no reason why I should fail. So every single day I'm putting in the work. Every single day I am doing it. Hold on, y'all. So what I was saying is, it was frustrating because I can't tell people that I have no money, that I'm in a weird predicament, because they wouldn't understand. They'd judge me. They'd be like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just save the money that you had? I had $10,000. I had a couple $1,000s in my savings that I wasn't going to touch. And the thing is, we are programmed as humans by our environment, by our parents, by the school system we went into. And as we all know, and all you guys have heard this growing up, you have heard since you were young, save, save, save. You need to save money. You need to save for a rainy day. I would always hear that. My dad always tells me that. And I was like, you know what? I see the results of people saving their money. I know that money is fake. It's only a piece of paper and the government prints it every single day. Why the fuck would I save my money when money is getting printed every motherfucking day? So I looked at all the advice I've gotten over the years, and I looked at the results of those advice. I looked at the people that were giving me advice. Some were successful, but they weren't the ones that I aspire to be. I see myself, and this might come off cocky, but I don't give a fuck. This is real passion. This is how I'm visualizing this shit. I see myself becoming ultra successful. Not just a little successful, ultra. I envision it, I can feel it, I can see it. I wasn't put on this earth to be average. I wasn't put on this earth to be a regular citizen. There's something inside me that does not want to be average. My height's not average. My determination's not average. My willpower's not average. Nothing about me is average. So why would I want to chase? Why would I want an average life? Why would I want an average job? Why would I want an average experience in this life? Let's make the most of it. Let's go all in, because at least we have those experiences, we have those stories. But I looked at everyone telling me what I should do with my life, and I was like, I don't want to live the life you have. I don't want to live the life you have. I don't want your life. I don't want your life, and I don't want your life. I'm going to live the life that I see the successful people live, and they all took risks. They all bet on themselves, and they all use money to learn from other people who are more successful in the same field they are. And I'm willing to tell you guys, this shit is not easy. I may be looking like I'm not that scared or I wasn't that nervous, etc. But again, there was tears coming down my fucking face. I've never been in this type of situation before. I've never had no money whatsoever. Scraping money so I could pay bills, so I can get gas. But I'm willing to take the risk on myself because I know it's going to be all worth it when it's all said and done. So if you're watching this video, I want you to realize, take the risks. Start the business. Move to that other country. Move to that state. Ask that girl out. Take risks, because if you are not willing to take risk, you will never be successful. And ultimately, that just shows that you don't even believe in yourself. When you don't take risks, when you allow fear to dictate your life, you will live an average life. You won't become successful, and you'll be a feather in the wind. Like the movie Forrest Gump, how it starts off with a feather in the wind. Meaning life is just going to push you around. You have to take control of your life. You have to make decisions that are going to better you in the future. You might suffer right now. You might go through it right now. You might fail over and over right now. But the future is going to be better. Fear is all an illusion. A lot of you guys won't progress. A lot of you guys won't take another step forward because you fear judgment. You fear failing. You fear embarrassment. But fear is all an illusion. I'm going to break it down for you guys. Fear is you assuming a negative result before it even happens. That's all fear is. That assumption hasn't even happened yet, but you're assuming that shit is gonna happen in your mind. You're assuming that's gonna happen already in your mind. So that's what's stopping you, delaying you, pushing you back from where you ultimately want to go. Think about that. Think about that. I want you to really think about that. That's all fear is. So if you're able to overcome your fear, if you're able to say, fuck my fears, I'm willing to go all in. I'm willing to risk everything. I'm willing to bet on myself. I guarantee you, on the other side of fear, on the other side of risk, on the other side of being bold, is success. There's a quote that I live my life by. It says, fortune favors the bold. You need to be bold in this life. You need to be the one taking risk. We look at every successful person, the Mark Cubans, Elon Musk, the whatever you name it, right? They all took risk. So do not allow fear to dictate your life. Be the motherfucker that runs towards fear. Be the motherfucker that says, I could lose everything, but at least I took that risk. Because the last thing you fucking want in this life is to live an average life and regret your whole existence on this earth of not doing enough, of not taking enough action, of not putting yourself against the wall and making you fucking go and earn it. That is one thing I am not going to do. I'm willing to be homeless. I'm willing to sleep in my car. I'm willing to lose everything to get what I want out of this life. Because I know if I sacrifice short-term fun right now, down the line, it will all be worth it.